Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Animal Well. So, today we are going to focus on exploring the fish pipe maze, or I don't know how much of a maze it's going to be, but we're going to be exploring those fish pipes with the use of our newly acquired bubble wand, and also potentially the newly discovered, maybe not completely intentional technique, or maybe completely intentional technique of air bubbling, I suppose. Creating another bubble in mid-air and thus basically ascending infinitely, given enough dexterity and or time, I guess. Yes. One thing that I'm also absolutely going to explore is, and that one fact that I just didn't really fully acknowledge or even register last time, is that the bottom of the bubble well, the first of the bubble rooms, actually connects to that water passage with the large birds. Egrets, I suppose? Or, I mean, technically they're a type of heron, so I wasn't incorrect. So I think that's what I said. We weren't able to make that jump before, but now we can do that. So we can go there, and that might eventually lead us to the rabbit. I don't know why we want to visit the rabbit, but why wouldn't we want to visit the rabbit, I guess. And then there's, of course, a passage going up that way, but yeah, as I said, first things first. I mean, it didn't say that exactly, but, you know. Was there something else? Yes, so one was... Oh, wait. Oh, I think I created the second bubble too quickly. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to do this, switch to the yo-yo, break the ceiling just because I can. I need to relearn how to properly do this. Oh wait, is the ceiling actually... Is there something there? Oh my god. I'm not sure, it looked like maybe I moved a little bit into one of those ceiling tiles. I absolutely might just have been imagining that. I don't know, maybe. Come on, okay. You know what? Let's not. The map doesn't show anything of the sort, so I'm gonna say it's probably not a thing at all, and I'm just wasting my time and everyone else's. Let's just spend our time a little bit more reasonably, shall we? Okay, so we need to lock that one so we can go up here. And now I suppose... block up that one, jump up here. We probably could have made that jump as is. Okay. Just try the first one. That gets us right here. And thus to that button. Which is of course trivially easy to get in at least two different ways. Just double checking. Nothing suspicious in the ceiling here. Okay. And now we can also go back and forth and actually find out where the various pipes are going to put us. So if I want to go to the third button, that is going to be very easy. I just need to use the fish underneath me here. In fact, I can jump up and get to that one right away. The fish below me here, I guess that one's just going to go across and up and... okay, and that should deposit me just over to the right, which would give me access to the upper fish, which actually goes up and off screen for the time being. Or does it... oh wait, actually it might angle around and just spit me back out over on the far right. I think that might be what's going on. Or I could then drop down to the one in the bottom middle, which also puts me in the far right section there, which then gives me access to the one in the bottom right, I guess, which will bring me back to the first room, I think. And the one in the just on the right, I think that one actually disappears off screen. Upwards. So, anyway. We want to go... Already forgot. No, it's just the one down here that we need to use, I think. We need to not use the yo-yo. That just puts me there. We hit that. I suppose now we do want to go back. Yeah. Okay, and in order to do that, we can just use this one to go over here. Is this one... Okay, I was wondering, of course. So first of all, yes, there was a blue one. Also, they are actually marked differently on the map. In a different color. It's, I mean, it's subtle. It's a single pixel, basically, but... yeah. Like, right there on that ledge, that's one. And that is just, I guess, blue or maybe like a slightly greenish pixel. As opposed to the pink pixels. Peach-colored pixels for the regular fruit. So yeah, that's a thing. I feel like I was going to say something else related, but maybe not. Magic egg. Nice. Very magical. Okay, so... Right, basically just start the same way. Yeah, we can just use you, right? Yes, to go straight here. Oh, wait, can we make that jump? Yes. That puts us here. Then we use the other one. Yeah, we basically just want to go to the... Oh, you know what? Looking at it now... Yeah, so, first of all, let's confirm that this one actually does go where I think it goes. It does, okay. Now, we know that this one here is just gonna bring us back. And the one up top seems to go up and off screen. To somewhere we don't know. However, we would not normally be able to reach it unless we use this slightly unorthodox technique. Also, wait, can we actually do it even while using that? Yes, if we do it like that. So we might not actually be able to, we might not actually be supposed to be here yet. Keep that in mind. And I hope the game, I trust the game is constructed in a way to account for people making it here like I did. This is too dark to see the map. Right, it's fair. We do have a... we do have 2 matches. But I don't think this is a ghost room. Or else we would... I think you can kind of see the unlit candles, right? They emit little sparks for some reason. I'm not quite sure if there's anything solid over in the top right. Oh wait, is that just a chest actually? Oh, that is totally a chest. Huh. Okay, friendship egg. Find 16 eggs. Wait, I didn't even realize I wasn't looking at the number of eggs at all. I thought we were still a couple away, but no. We actually have unlocked the next thing, I think. So we definitely need to check back, you know, with the egg room. Let's see what we unlocked there. Okay, nice, nice. 16 eggs. A quarter of the way there, right? That's, okay. That's something. And this just goes back down? Yes. Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense. And there is obviously more up there, but, I guess that was a glass wall? I mean, it was super dark, so I don't know if it was even really particularly visible, but that bit of vertical wall there separating the room Oh, but there are more interesting things there, actually. But yeah, that vertical section of wall is a bit brighter than the outer wall, so maybe? Could be glass, so maybe breakable eventually. Also, there is, of course, another side of that room, so either we can just break through from the right side, or if that's not a thing, then there's obviously got to be another way to get there. There is also, notably, what looks like an underwater passage, so are we just eventually gonna be able to swim? Is water not going to be lethal forever? It's interesting that that's the only underwater passage that we've even seen. Oh, you know what? Actually, come to think of it, down where the birds are wading and pecking, that water might actually be too deep for us. That might not be survivable. Unless we can swim. Okay, well, we'll find out, because I think we're otherwise done here for now. There's always the teleport that we could use to maybe... Well, we could use it to fast travel to Eggland, I suppose. But since we want to check out more things over here in this area anyway, I think we're just gonna do that for now. Right. Still nothing more to do here, as far as I can tell. Do we go up or down? Let's check down first, because now, I mean, I was curious before, but now I definitely am. Yeah, there's just water. That being said, yeah, okay, so that killed, but wait. Are you guys hostile? Well, you are harmful. I don't know if you're specifically trying to attack me, but you are attacking me, so... But yeah, also, due to this maybe not canonical technique... Oh, I could have absolutely made it to the next lily pad as well. If I had just been more focused on that and less on not getting killed by the bird. Oh, yeah, well, that's not how that works. Also, we don't need to do that here at all. And it seems like the birds aren't actively going after me. It's just, you know, when they happen to be where I am, then that's a problem. Okay. Okay. So we made it here. We should be safe from the birds, I think. Not sure if the game is going to respawn me on the lily pad if I fall into the water, so let's just try not to. There is obviously a chest, which I assume is going to contain an egg, and there is also apparently a passage in the top right, which is extremely obvious, just from looking at the map. So the path does indeed continue onwards. Great egg. It is fantastic. Oh, wow, and there was some sort of super fruit that gave me 3 spirit hearts, blue hearts. Okay, that worked. Oh, boy. Getting to that rabbit is a bit of a thing. Could it possibly be worth it? Surely. Of course. Also, simply getting back out of here is gonna be a bit of a thing. Out of this whole section, I mean. How is this even... Wait, no! I messed up. It was bound to happen eventually. Okay, well, I mean, we are here for now. I guess I can always kill myself. There are spikes. So, if I really just want to respawn, I can do that. That being said, this is definitely possible. anything but free, though. Also, I'm a little bit... Yeah, I was a little bit closer to those spikes on the left than I was comfortable with. So easy to overshoot. Okay, I mean, what do we need to do? We just need to get to the top and then move over to the side, and yeah, I mean, the rest is relatively... It's all pretty straightforward. It's just a lot of, you know, doing the same, going through the same motions and not messing up. So, whew. Focus. Oh, okay. It's good to know that you can take damage and not immediately be forced to reset. But also, I can only take so much damage before I just die, you know, so... Okay. Okay, not even difficult. Where's the problem? Hey, rabbit. Don't eat me or something. Secret rabbit! Find a secret rabbit. It wasn't so secret. I mean, it was very visible. Getting to it was not straightforward, but thanks for the achievement. Whew, okay, that was stressful, but also quite nice. Bit proud of myself. And I'm really not sure if that's how you were meant to do that, if that was the only way to do it, by using this special technique. This maybe not so special technique, after all, I don't know. Or if there is some sort of tool later on that would make this a lot more reasonable. Either way, I was able to do it, and that's all that counts, I guess. Hope I didn't miss anything along the way. It doesn't look like it, though. Okay. We do have 17 eggs, right? Of course, here we can just jump out. In fact, okay. The bubbles are... Yeah, the bubbles do not persist throughout the vines here. So we can't use our trick to climb up that way. So, yeah, again, they must have very deliberately constructed it in exactly this way. For that very reason, so... Yeah, okay. I mean, that more or less confirms that, yes, they will absolutely ask you to use the technique of, you know, bubble hopping, multi-bubble hopping, whatever you want to call it, air bubbling, to reach certain particularly secret things. I mean, in this case it was not even for some sort of secret item, just an achievement, as far as I can tell. Unless making the rabbit go away, maybe go elsewhere, appear elsewhere, does something down the line. But it looks like it might just be completely optional. And that is totally fine. Well, since we're right here, I guess checking the second egg door makes the most sense. The first one gave us the flute, right? Okay, and this time I see the door opening. There must have been an animation for it before as well, and I just didn't see it for the first door. Okay, right. Actually, this just gives us... Oh, pencil. Wait, pencil. Oh. Which is not a tool we use in-game, but... We can literally draw on the map. What does that imply? Okay, and then we have an eraser that just... So, to take notes on the map? Like, what kind of notes? Okay. I mean, I guess that's going to persist. It sure does. I mean, it's nice to have that option, but I can't help but wonder what you would use that for. What kind of puzzle might ask you to maybe literally connect dots on the map or something? surely it can't ask you to draw anything particularly complex as part of a puzzle solution, because, you know, it's definitely a bit awkward to do. Huh. Is it just in case you want to scribble something somewhere without having to rely on external tools? AKA, you know, paper and pencil? Maybe. Anyway, I guess I appreciate it. Do we see the pencil as a tool? Yes, it's down there. Along with the stamps and map, of course. Actually, I never really took the time to look at the inventory in too much detail, but there is room for 4 more major items. There's room for another type of collectible between matches and eggs, technically speaking. Maybe another consumable similar to matches, based on the just on the room that's available there. Maybe on the right, vertically, that's going to display the 4 flames, if and when we get to them and do whatever we do there. And then there's, of course, a bit more room for potentially more map tools. I mean, 2 of the things we got... No, wait, that's not true at all. No, we got the map elsewhere. Oh, maybe we got the stamp? I think we got the stamp here, actually. Is that right? I think we might have gotten the stamp from this, and then this passage here led to the flute. So technically the first door that opened after collecting, after collecting a certain number of eggs, that one gave us the flute. So we did find 2 map-related things in this area, but yeah, only one of them behind an actual egg door. I don't know what that even means. If that necessarily means that those are going to be relevant for progress, or they're not going to be relevant for progress. Nothing egg-related might be, for all I know. Maybe the flute is completely optional. Who knows? Anyway, so there's that upward passage that we can go up now with the bubble wand. There is... Oh yeah, I just saw while just looking at the map and talking about the pencil. There is that snake statue, right? With something suspicious looking in front of it. And I was wondering if we would find a passage leading to the other side there, where there clearly is an opening. But of course now we can use the bubble wand to go up there. And I think I want to do that, because I've been wondering about that. Also... And I hadn't even been thinking about that at all, but... Oops, wrong tool. Obviously, we can do this, and... No, surely not. I mean, if the idea is... Oh god, the screen transition is going to make that very awkward, but theoretically, there doesn't seem to be anything stopping me from just ascending all the way into this opening in the ceiling. Actually, there is a much easier way to do it. That's just going from here. We can start by... What's going on? Oh, those birds are not our friends. They exist for a reason. I see. However, wait. Oh, is there another bird? Oh, there might be more birds. Okay, hold on. I gotta find out. Maybe that's what happened, actually. Maybe I didn't just... Yep, the bird was there immediately to pack the bubble. Okay, okay. So they definitely did think of this, and placed those birds there to specifically disallow what I was trying to do. That is good to know. Further confirmation that this technique is definitely very much official. And where they absolutely do not want you to use it, they have their means. They have, you know, hanging vines, and they have those annoying little bird bastards to foil your plans. But, you know, on the other hand, of course, it's a good thing that I can't just bypass literally the entire game with one item. Speedrunners hate it, but, you know, it's what it is. Anyway, let's head back down. Let's head back down. Wait, this is... Well, this is fine. There we go. Okay, here we are. Circular recess. So we need to put something in there. Oh. And this is not actually open? Hold on. Unless... Oh, we cannot break it. So on the map it's just open. There is nothing indicating that there is a wall in the way. But we actually need to put something in here. Interesting. Circular recess. It's not just the yo-yo, obviously. Is it a bubble? It's not just a bubble. Okay. At least now I know. I guess I'm going to mark that with something. Requires an item. What would I use for that? That maybe? I don't know if I'm a couple episodes down the line if I'm gonna remember what I meant by this, but there. Maybe I should just... I don't know. It's nice that they provide all these different icons, but honestly I'm just gonna put question marks wherever there is something that I can't do quite yet or something that I want to investigate later. And for the most part I'm probably gonna remember, you know, just from looking at the map, which so far the map isn't huge. You know, so the number of different places to remember is still somewhat manageable. So unless it massively expands at some point, I think I should be able to just look at it and, you know, for the most part remember what there was and whether it makes sense to explore, to go back with recently acquired tools, you know. For the most part. And if I don't remember, I can always go back anyway and then find out, oh, yeah, right, that's what was stopping me. I still can't do that. You know. Okay, next question. Where are we gonna go? There are definitely things to do in the purple sector. Several things. Or I could go in a completely new direction. Like up this way. And see what other massively useful tool the game is gonna give me that's going to open up several other things to do in all other sectors. Since we, you know, since both the yo-yo and maybe even more so, in a way, definitely more so, the bubble wand have turned out to be extremely versatile and useful. There's the dog statue, by the way. Again, we have not actually been past that point. We could keep climbing up. We have been over there. There's a passage that opens from the other side. Okay. Right, just reminding myself. In fact, yeah, we can just look at that. There's a button just on the other side there. Right. Yeah, and we've already collected the chest that was in here. Fairly sure. Did we? Wait, now I'm starting to question it. Surely we did. Right, there was just a chest behind this little wall. I guess we can relatively easily double check now. Yes. Okay. Okay, anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, well, since both the major tools that we found, both the yo-yo and the bubble wand, have been extremely useful, allowing me to bypass entire rooms if I so choose. I think it makes sense to visit all the different areas to see what other extremely powerful things we might find. And then with all of those tools in hand, start properly exploring. There does appear to be something really bright and colorful behind those waterfalls. Interestingly. Maybe some sort of mural that we can somehow reveal, somehow get a good look at by doing something. We do have a capybara statue there. We do have a cat statue up there. actually on that little ledge, it looks like the game is the map is indicating one of those blue heart fruits. I don't really see it, to be honest. Okay. Oh, eat fruit. Okay. It was one of those. There's the squirrel again. I guess we have been chasing it up this way. There are more dog statues, so... I don't know, what does that actually mean? Because again, a dog is not one of the main animal statues. Ooh, can we? Wait. Well, we already know that that little passage, yeah, that's not accessible from above. And the plants aren't preventing me from actually bubbling all the way up. Yeah, we cannot quite make that. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go down this path. Hey, buddy. Okay, that's a bit spooky. I think I've seen something like this in a screenshot of the game. Take disc. Oh. Is that just what we put into the snake statue? That would be a bit of a coincidence. Of course, this... Was it not a cat statue to begin with? Over here? This one definitely looks very cat-like, but the face is also very similar to this. A bit of a demonic expression. But the surrounding statues are clearly dogs, so I don't know. Is it supposed to be a dog? I mean, this one could be interpreted as a dog for sure, but the statue, as I said, the statue by the presumed elevator, definitely looks more like a cat. Am I gonna just do it? There is a space above here. Found disc. Okay. You're definitely a cat, right? Oh god, and you're still here. Jeez. Uh-oh. Well, rip. Where even am I? Okay, well, it's suboptimal. Okay, hold on. How do you do things? Firecrackers. Oh, wait. I thought for a second that the ghost paused, but nope. Can I put it back? I can. Okay. So is this like a Key and Fanto kind of situation? To speak in Super Mario terms? Maybe. I mean, looks like it. Yeah, we pick up the key item and we're being chased by a presumably unkillable ghost until we return it either to where we found it or to its destination, which might be the round recess right there. That seems pretty obvious, I guess. Like a pretty obvious solution. Also, well, now that we can safely look around. Okay, that's timed. So we just want to do this. But also, since we do have the bubble wand, which I guess, again, we could have come up here before exploring the blue sector, so we could be here without yo-yo or bubble wand. And we would still have been able to do it. Wait, would we? Yeah, we would have made the jump down here. We could have climbed up, and so on and so forth. Okay. So we did open this up. Does the map suggest any passages? I don't think it does. No. There is a save point here. There's a fruit. Thanks, I guess. Okay, there's our ability. The golden chest, of course. Ooh, and this one is going to allow us to shoot something into narrow spaces. From the looks of it. This is above the disc. Okay. I mean... looks like we'll have to enter that space through the passage above. The narrow passage above this room. And then we're gonna be able to hit that button, opening up this door here, creating a shortcut. There's also a path continuing over to the right, though. Well, for now it seems like we need to just follow this path here. I guess I absolutely don't need to wait for that platform, because we can just do this. I mean... technically I could have saved some time. In practice I didn't really. But hey. Hello, goat, maybe? You're actually... no, you're a dog, obviously. We're in the dog sector. Shut up. Yeah, that's right. Freak out. Bad dog. Firecrackers have notably not really been used much, have they? Like, you can use them to destroy those square ghost things, but we've seen a total of 2 of those, and there is another way to permanently deal with them. So, yeah. And so far that's the only way we've used fireworks at all, right? A bit limited. Wait. Is there a secret passage? Why does the camera change as if we're entering a secret passage? Only because we're completely surrounded by the vines? Yep, I would sure say it's too dark. Yep, of course we can't even map the place at all. Okay, and of course, just as I said something, here we get firecrackers, indicating that maybe we need to use them. Maybe they light up the place? They sure do. Okay, so we know that's a dead end. Okay, I'm gonna trust the game for now. Oh. Okay, another firecracker. It's gonna be fun to watch on YouTube, no doubt. Okay. One of you. Actually, yep, there's a candle. Just light that right away. Okay, and that allows us to map the entire... well, both this room and also the surrounding dark rooms. That's interesting. Except not the one to our left. For some reason. This one, the one above, or the dark passage part of it. No, that one was actually not dark. But the one up and to the left, that one, of course, was the first dark one. For some reason, that one is lit up. But not the one in between. Maybe because we still haven't been to part of it. I guess I had that theory at one point, didn't I? Is there anything... there might be. There totally was, okay. Extra firecracker, I'll take it, although there's also another one. There's... well, okay, let's get that first. Let's also get the fruit. Okay. Well, this is definitely still too dark to see. And it is also not mapped yet. Oh, might as well just throw one. There is a crag up there. Okay, I see. So once we make it through that, we actually won't be able to return because the passage is gonna get blocked again. So is there anything else for us to do here? We have access to the map now. Okay, but the little passage going from the room above to the room to our right is still not part of the map for some reason. Okay, I don't know. That doesn't really seem to make sense to me. For now, I'm just gonna move on, I guess. Obvious passage is obvious. We have another dog. And we're trying to just make it past the dog and up, which we could do easily enough. We can get another firecracker, but we're currently full, so... Is there any reason not to just wait until the dog runs back? Stupid dog. And do this. Oh, okay. There's definitely a possibility of falling. Although, if the platforms don't move by themselves, then... It shouldn't be that much of a danger of that happening. I mean, okay, this jump is maybe not completely free, but we can also use the bubble, since we do have it. I guess this one's just a trap. Assuming all the switches toggle all the same platforms. As always, just scanning for gaps in the walls. Not seeing any here. We do have our... Well, we do have an an exit to the top left, which we could reach via the bubble technique. In fact... Wait a second. I mean, I could jump across, hit the switch, drop down to the platform below, jump up to the next one, jump up to that switch, hit it again to... Gee, what exactly? Oh, there's a passage? Yeah, okay, so to the right of the switch, I think there must be a passage. And that would be the only way for us to go, because, you know, if we didn't have the bubble. But we do. So, we can absolutely almost mess up for no reason. That's always an option. We can absolutely go up here and check this out and get another egg, I guess. That's not a freaky skull. Oh wow, and it looks even worse on the map, actually. Actually, on the map it looks more like just a face of some sort, almost a cat face. Because the eyes look much more like... Well, I suppose they do look like eyes here, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I think what we want to do here, actually, is use the flute. But those things are actually already awake. So... stand here. But they're already awake, so... Oh. Wait. So they just lose track of me. But obviously I need to make them stand on... I need to make them stand on the switches. I can run into them. And that's that. Weird. They will always completely block those tunnels. I cannot physically enter them or throw the yo-yo through. I cannot push them, needless to say. Will fireworks just chase them away? Yes. Wow, that seems rude. Sorry, guys. Unless you're actually trying to harm me, but no. Obviously, I can safely touch you. Okay. Odd. Red egg. That's just a tomato. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it is just a painted egg. What do I know? Well, this was an interesting one. I guess that's all there is to that room. Suspicious as it looks. Okay. Right. There's a passage through here. In fact, it's the passage we are supposed to take. Oh, it's just gonna be a... You know, we just run straight through And there's not going to be a hole to fall into or some other evil trap, right? We just make it to that blue peach over there. It's a blue one, right? Actually, I guess we don't know because we don't have that part mapped. It looks like one of the blue ones, though. Actually, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we basically solved it at this point. What is up there? Didn't really get a very good look at it. Okay, we need to actually have the switch look differently, which is certainly making things a bit more awkward. Okay, but only a bit. Upside down egg. It really is upside down, huh? Oh, and this is very interesting because there is definitely no way for us to to go through that passage, because that would involve having both of these sides blocked off. Unless it's a different type of block. Like that operates on a different switch cycle, as it were. It looks the same as far as I can tell, so... Plus, there is no way for us to know, right? Maybe we can somehow drop in from above, but even then, that wouldn't do anything if... Or does it? Is it different? The opening... Like, that part of the ceiling there is brown rather than grayish, or whatever the colors, the other wall color is here, the regular wall color and the color of those, of the switch platforms in this room in general. So maybe it's just different. There's definitely something going on though, so I think that absolutely warrants putting a question mark here. And with any luck I will actually remember later what I meant by that. Right. Well, let's just... Hey there, dog statue. Wait, does the yo-yo actually light? Oh, it totally lights up this place as well. Or these kinds of dark places. I mean, I guess I kind of knew that as well. I just think I never actually tried it for some reason. Okay, that's actually just not a blue fruit, never mind. Just perfectly normal. And that upper passage is now mapped... Oh, wait, no. No, it still doesn't make any sense. Why is that one part of the room not mapped? That bothers me. I'm just gonna have to go back in and fix that. I guess. Should be easy enough to do. For now. We just grab our prize, which was... What is it gonna be? Some sort of... blowpipe or something? It's a mock disc. Okay, interesting. That would help. We take the real disc, take the mock disc. Cannot shoot through there. We cannot throw fireworks in there. We cannot... We can send notes, but... They're not physical. They can't... They're not real. They can't hurt you. Or hit any switches. Okay. Do we get... something else? There's a different type of dog. A sausage dog. Okay. I mean, we should be able to, when in doubt, just tank any damage it would deal. We could also use fireworks to distract it, I suppose. But do we even need to? Ow. Okay, you know what? Sure, I'm gonna... Whoa! Sausage dog can't follow! Oh god, no, this... I got. I didn't think that was a thing. I should have ran through and opened the shortcut, because now I'm gonna have to do all of that all over again. Well, not all of it all over again, but you know. I mean, I will have to traverse the same area, of course, now that we know what those rooms are like and that we've dealt with the ghosts and all that. It's gonna be quick and easy, no problem. Okay, seriously though. What is up with... Wait, that's still too dark to open the map. Yeah, okay, that's the upper part. Right. That's fine. Nothing here according to the map. This is just those kinds of spikes that we cannot destroy. Why is there a chain moving? This is just above the other room. We have to raise that block. It's too dark to see. That part is just not being mapped. That annoys me so much. Much more so than it should, I guess, but... yeah, so that's just closed, of course. Okay, also... I kind of want to know... There's nothing there, though. We know that. Yeah, shut up. Come on. I know you're gonna turn around eventually. Or weren't you supposed to before? Oh, wait. No, you did. Okay. We can make this jump, right? Yeah, it's just a bit tight. Can we make that jump, though? Yes. Okay. Just don't accidentally hit that lever. That lever, it's a trap. Okay. Heal up for what it's worth. Sure, pick up more fireworks. So, okay. Well, I thought, of course, that this is where we'd find whatever we need to shoot through these kinds of narrow openings. But that's really just another case of, you know, if you found that elsewhere, which I guess at this point must be the green sector, pretty much. Unless it is further up in the, I guess, light... What's the word? Come on. What's the color? Lilac, I suppose? I think. It's almost just gray, I guess. Anyway, this central sector. But, I mean, then central sector seems like it would involve actually getting all the flames first. But then again, also this part just seems to go up to one, if not two, of the flames. So I don't know. I don't even know anymore what the general structure is and what to think. Either way. Yeah, if we had brought some other tool from elsewhere, we could have opened a shortcut right here. Alleviating a lot of this particular pain here. So, is that going to work? Yes. Oh, he still catches us, though. The jerk. Stop it. You little bastard. Jesus. Wow, okay. So even the firework doesn't really make us safe from the stupid dog at all. It's crazy. Well, at least we opened this now, which should help massively. Whew. Okay. And, I mean, there's clearly something... Yeah, there's clearly something. I mean, I guess we can briefly stun the dog. That doesn't work at all. Okay, no, that kind of worked. I mean, now we know that he's gonna follow us. If we let him. Wait. Okay, we did it. And that gets us to this passage. Sour egg. Whew. Okay, man. That was stressful. You know, I was already not a great fan. Not the biggest fan of dogs. I'm even less now somehow. No, it's fine. Real life dogs can be sweet, but not this one. This one sucks. Screw this dog. Anyway, we made it through. I'm just looking at the map real hard and trying to determine if we missed anything. I don't think we did. I also don't know if the dog is still around here, so let's just not risk it. Thanks for the fruit, I guess. We do have the fake disc. We're also at 54 minutes, but I kind of want to see what happens. Because obviously, we mainly did all of that to get our hands on the fake disc. In fact... Okay, this is just in the bottom right there. So a kind of extra item, I guess. Swap disc. So we just do that. We get the swapped disc. Nice. Take mock disc. So if we want to still be chased by the ghost, we could. I mean, I was thinking that actually it shouldn't be... It didn't seem completely impossible if really all we need to do is carry it back down there to the snake statue, right? Like... There's no crazy kind of platforming involved or anything. So part of me just wants to do it. Maybe it's worth an achievement if nothing else. You know, deliver the disc while being followed by the ghost. Nope, don't actually climb. Oh, nope, I did the thing again where I almost ran past the ladder. Well, I did run past the ladder initially. Oh, I thought he wasn't following me here for a sec. This is not what I meant to do. No. Come on. It looks like the head is the dangerous part. The bitey part. Okay, this is... Ah, I almost had it. It's not here. This is not the right part. The right place. No. Crap. Okay. Never mind. I thought I was so clever. But I mean... It's gotta be something like that. Maybe there are multiple discs to find. Wait. Right, this is just... Wait. Hold on. We have the actual disc to use. We throw the disc. The disc is the thing we throw. Okay. Wait, but... So the clever thing would have been... Okay, I get it now. So, we want the disc because we needed to throw and, you know, activate switches, certain switches that way. So of course we wanted a way to permanently carry the disc without the ghost constantly chasing. That makes sense. So just running away with it would not have worked because, yeah, I mean, I saw the round recess there and just assumed that we would put a round object like, you know, a round stone disc that we took from a similar kind of wall socket and just put it there to open a passage. But, I mean, I got there eventually with both the real disc, which is a usable item. Oh, interesting. Is it just gonna... Okay, it's gonna keep bouncing like that. And I cannot rebounce it. But I can catch it again. But if it goes... No. Oh, we can ride it too! That's so cool! Back and forth forever, find a new way to get around. Achievement, nice. Okay, complete accident, but very happy little accident. Yeah, if we throw it off the screen, it comes back. Okay, so no way to permanently lose it, of course. Anyway, so we made it there with the proper disc and the fake disc, which, yeah, right now we don't have, because I guess it saved our game as we collected the item and, you know, collected it the proper way by swapping the discs. But yeah, I did make it to the snake statue socket thing, and I had both the real disc and the fake disc. And it would have been a really cool secret if you could, you know, put the fake disc in there and open that passage. But I guess it's got to be something else instead, which is totally fair. I just thought I had it, but I guess I didn't. But we do have the disc, so we can go back and open up this door here just to have it opened. I mean, it doesn't look like we'll ever have to go through that again, but it's trivial to do from the other side, of course. And we could immediately go back down to the blue sector and check out the bottom of that well there. The sub-well in the greater animal well, I guess. Yeah, we could do that. before eventually heading back over here, where I don't remember seeing anything that would have required you know, the disc to throw into any narrow openings. Or I could do the thing that I said would make the most sense and check out the green sector next to get our final, or at least our next, major tool. To make it even more likely that we'll be able to deal with all manner of different obstacles in the future. I think that probably makes the most sense. Anyway, this one was very interesting for sure. Screw that dog, but otherwise, very nice section. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.